And what a brilliant, informative video that was about the Let's Do It campaign. And it's such a pleasure and an honor to be part of it. And standing with me right now, she's also part of the Let's Do It campaign. Her name is Kadri Kalle. Kalle, did I say it right?
Yes.
Yes. My Estonian is getting better every second. Now, Kadri, you have a very interesting role because your part is literally just focusing on the Let's Keep It Clean plan, right?
Yes,
So
exactly.
now talk to me exactly about what you do.
Well, I'm part of the knowledge team, just like Enzo, who was here a little bit
Talking to
earlier.
Colm a little bit earlier.
So Enzo is our lead expert, so he knows all about waste management. I'm the one who tries to sort of coordinate it, to put it in the stage that we have the Keep It Clean plan, that it's ready. So I'm the one actually sometimes forcing him, okay, we have a deadline, we have to get it done. And
so he's the brains and you're the enforcer.
Yes,
okay,
you can say that.
Got you now.
But we have a very friendly
relationship.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
And I also try to see it in a more simple way. So I'm also sometimes, let's say, translating the very heavy waste management text that can go very technical. So we try to make it more simpler for people who just want to make a change.
Thank you, like
something.
someone like me.
Yeah, so we have the Keep It Clean plan for that. And I'm going to try to explain it a little bit more simpler. It's a long document. It will be launched on September 16th.
Which is on Sunday, yeah.
Yes, it's right after the cleanup day. And we have a roadmap there so that different parties can take the next steps. And I'm going to show it to you now on a drawing.
Okay.
So what we have here is the 4 big stakeholders. We have the governments, the businesses, the civil society, and the individuals. And we all want, because Let's Do It is all about doing together. So we want everybody to do something, because only that we can achieve the change. In the core of all our plan is what we call the zero waste principles, which means that we have to start with rethinking our system, our throwaway society.
Our attitudes.
Our attitudes also. And that usually means redesigning our products, our systems. It also means about refusing the things we don't actually need, like single-use plastics. Reducing the things that maybe we don't need that much. Looking for things that we can reuse, and if we cannot reuse them, we can recycle them. So we call it the sort of the 4 R's, which is very easy to remember. So how do these the different parties relate to that? So let's take the governments first. Of course, governments are usually the ones who set the frame and the plans. So government plans should be actually all thinking about these things, how we can redesign things, how we can have better reuse, how we can improve recycling, so on. That usually means that you have certain rules. It can mean laws, regulations, whatever. And this also means that not only having rules and regulations, for example, very common now and very good step is
single use.
Single use. Banning single use. We don't want that. So this is
too wasteful.
But if you have rules to ban them, then you should also have control mechanisms. Control, and that means that if you ban something, there's also consequences to it. And that goes both to the businesses and to individuals. We also have to set responsibilities. And that goes again also to the businesses. What we call, there's this term called extended producer responsibility.
Talk to me about that.
Extended, that means that a producer, producers, they are responsible for the things they produce. In Europe, it applies, for example, for electronics. If you manufacture electronics, you take responsibility of what happens to them after they're used. So usually it means that you're either funding the system, the recycling system. The companies don't have to do the recycling themselves, but they have to make sure that it's done, it's taken back.
And I've noticed that Estonia has started that, you know, with just simple little things like your bottle.
For example, we have that also for tires. Many people don't know, which is also something that people don't know, that you can give tires back. And that's why they end up in the forest. And finally, of course, you need the money. So government
about the money.
has also make sure that the money goes into the right place, let's say. And what is the important link there is also that governments should support the business, especially creativity, because because if we want the redesign, it has to come from creative places.
Yeah.
It can mean that we need to have markets for recycled products.
Yes.
But otherwise, how are we going to get them to use if there's no market for it? For businesses, it starts from rethinking the waste. The waste is actually a resource.
Recycle markets, yeah.
And if you have markets for it, for example, it means for construction materials, you need to have a certain percentage of the materials recycled content.
Okay.
So you create, so waste becomes a resource. Waste becomes something that has a value. Essentially, it means that we want businesses to make better products, very easy. Better products that apply for these.
For redesign,
For redesign, no single use. We want the products to be reusable, recyclable, compostable, whatever. And also it means that sometimes you have to teach the customer for that. People don't know. You have to tell them, you can reuse my product, you can recycle my product. Sometimes it should be on the product, okay, this is what you can do with it.
And this is where your business come in with the advertising and all of that, okay?
And what the individuals can do, we can choose those products. This can be something that we can do. And for civil society, who is usually often seen as the watchdog, so what civil society can do is show the highlights. The ones who do good things, and also the ones who don't do so good things. For example, single-use plastics. You can tell the companies, like, ditch that, we don't want that. Redesign your products, we want better things. Also for governments, implement better laws. But also often it's said that we show the highlight to the ones who are doing bad, but also show the good examples. And sometimes civil society, like Let's Do It, we have to show the example. We have to show that it's possible, because sometimes they say it's not possible, it's not doable. So we set the example. We show it's possible. So that's the civil society.
You know, Kadri, this, continue with your beautiful plan and your design. It's really fantastic. But do you actually think that this is going to happen, you know, where you get to actually engage with governments and help them to support their businesses and bring it down to individuals being able to learn about it and choosing? You see, I'm actually listening to everything that you're saying. But do you actually think that this is going to happen?
This is already happening.
Yeah?
It's already happening. It's maybe not happening
in most of the countries
in as big way as we would like to, but it's happening. It's happening. There are around 50 countries in the world who have already banned plastic bags. Of course, there are still some issues with enforcement and so on, but it's happening everywhere. You have like package-free shops popping up. You have people actually saying no to single-use. I just heard today that, for example, some beverage companies, they're getting rid of the plastic wrapping of the six-packs. This is pressure from the society. So things are changing and redesign things are changing. So we just have to look for the good examples. And this is maybe also the good part of the civil society.
Fantastic.
Is that we tend to focus on the bad sides, but there are the good sides as well.
Kadri, thank you so much. This is fantastic. I love this. I actually want this so that I can put it in my wall and just, you know, encourage people.
Here.
And okay, she wants to say active.
Yes. This is what you can do. Go and clean up and change the system.
Yes, thank you so much, Kadri. This is fantastic, and all your hard work, keep at it and the world will change. Now